Hello, let's just get back into the video, but I'll explain something. So I made a poll, it may not be on the screen, it may be on the screen, but I'm pretty lazy. Well, I suck at editing, but mostly lazy. So you guys, that you said that I should do a random story game instead of a Vail vid, which I decided, but either way, for the fans, right? And then guess what? There was literally like no story games on freaking Horizon Plus that I really wanted to play. So we're gonna do, well, like either way, I couldn't really find any story games because I don't really want to pay money. So on to Horizon Plus, right? Barely any. So I just said, hey, let's do a Vail vid. And yeah, that's how we get to these tips on how to be actually good at the game. So, first tip, firearm motion smoothing, which is when you go into your little menu, you're gonna want to go to settings, and you're gonna want to go to gameplay, then firearm motion smoothing, and like let's just turn it off, right? You can see my hands are like a little like really shaky when I aim. Like you see that? That's gonna be terrible for your gameplay. So once you turn it to high, by the way, once you are like really good at the game, you can turn it off because your aim is probably like top notch. But yeah. So, well, like when your aim's top notch and you don't really have shaky hands, that's how you can aim better. But for this, you don't, like, you can still aim really good. Like I've done really good things with this. Ooh, this goes on for next time. Let me put that on my back. Good, good, good. But I suggest that because look at this after. See? Still a little shaky, but not as shaky. Because what it also does is when you're firing, like when you're like this, that's when it also activates and makes it so like your hands are like really, really still. Like look at that now. And then look at, and look at this. You see those jitters? Alright, let me turn that back on. But next is about having your virtual stock. Now, I have no virtual stock because, well, I don't really like the virtual stocks. I might be a madman, but yeah, I don't like virtual stocks much. And I use freehand, which you can do this. But for a virtual stock, once you press that, it automatically goes like that. Let me just show you real quick. Type where it says, if you see right there, type 2 is stronger than type 1. So, like see type 1, it automatically goes there. I am not moving it. You can easily see that I'm not moving it, and it goes to that spot. Now, you can only move it like this. Can't really move like your left arm. That's why I don't really like it, because I use my left arm too. Like when you're aiming, you can move your left arm. It's just freehand. You can move it more, which is what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like. And then once we get to type 2, see, like this is a little more like straight. But yeah, I suggest you use type 2 if you want to use a virtual stock, because that it's all the way straight instead of it like type 1 being like a little wonky. Like you can move it like way more. But yeah, oh my god, Flip it up. Come on, whatever. Let me change that again. But also, next thing is changing your recital color, which is this little purple thing. Let me put it here. This little purple thing, or if you can't see because Metacam is a little weird, that like just like the sight from this. If you can see, that's that thing. That you're gonna want it so that recital color is different from your enemy outline color. By the way, bonus, turn this outline intensity all the way to 1, because that means you can, well, like the person is fully seated. I'm fully seated now. So then the person is that you can see the color more, and you can barely see the color. That does not matter. You can see that color, enemy outline color, which right now I have 278 and 360. You're gonna want to have those. This is the main tip, by the way. That you're gonna want to have these colors very, very different, and make it so then you can at least make it so you don't have to switch it from time to time. Which these two colors, I don't really have to switch from time to time, because the white one is very freaking bright, and this, yeah, that's like it goes over everything. But so that's from all the settings tips. Now what the next thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna want to practice headshots. This is a tip that you've probably seen everywhere, but that's how you quickly become from a noob to a pro. Because if you can hit all those headshots, that makes it so if you accidentally forgot of the next tip, well, like the next tip I'm gonna do, that you're gonna want it so you at least can kill the person before that. No, I'm just kidding. So then you can, they're like, ooh, and they're shooting you in the body. At least also have this gun, which is the MK418, because this gun, that it can headshot someone, like it, once it headshots, it automatically kills someone, so it's like a one-shot headshot. I'll do that as a thing. Very epic. But on to our next tip. We have, always, don't you dare tell me. Oh yeah, that you're always gonna want to stick to the MK, don't you dare tell me I forgot. MK418. Why did I forget what this weapon was called? Whatever. But you're gonna want to always stick to this weapon in your loadout because it is very versatile. Like I said, one-shot headshot. That's really it. You can change the fire mode, I guess, if you want. What am I doing? But next, instead of, well, this, we're gonna switch to our little friend, the shoddy. Now, since it's like Vail physics, you can pump it with one hand, just pump it like this, and go through some very cool firing. But this is what you're gonna wanna try and practice on if you use this shotgun. By the way, you don't always have to use the MK418. You can switch to like different optics for it and just different guns to just see which is better, because this might be like your worst gun, that like you suck at this gun. But all guns are balanced, I'm just gonna say that. Like how the frickin' revolver is so slow to fire, but can kill you in like 2 shots. Yeah. But so, what you're gonna wanna practice on is swinging, which you swing from a corner like this. Like if you hear someone like right here and they're coming up close, instead of waiting for them, if you have like a shoddy or like a UMP, because UMPs can do 2 shots to the body, close range, and it's really good. Well, it can automatically eliminate the person. So what you're gonna want to do is that you're gonna have your gun up, or like here, like up or down, depending on what you do for moving fast. By the way, also a tip that you're gonna want to point your gun up or down to move fast. But so this is what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to hide your gun so then they can't see you, and they're gonna think, oh, if like you walk to the corner, they're gonna be like, oh, I heard them. I'm gonna do this. No, you're gonna want to do this. And just so you know, this gun also thrives when all the pellets hit the like, if you're really close to range, all of the bullets are gonna hit the person no matter what. Well, like, it's a guarantee. And then if you automatically hit them close range like that, then they automatically die. You want But yeah, so you're also gonna want to practice spamming the shotgun by doing this, but also having a steady aim while doing it. So then when you do it, you can just pump. But you're also gonna want to be close to the person. Now, this is a very short video, so that's all the tips I have for you today. Settings and also some close range tips. But yeah, hopefully you liked the video, and bye. Wait, it didn't do damage. Whatever.